Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's video I am going to be getting back into bullet journaling, and I have not used my bullet journal in a couple of months. I kind of got out of using it for whatever reason, but I wanted to start back up again, and the great thing about bullet journaling is that you can pick it up whenever you want. So I am just starting on 2 fresh pages. I had sketched out kind of a rough design that I wanted to do. So what I'm doing now is I am using my my Tombow dual brush pens or markers, and I am just kind of doing a watercolor effect with them. So I have this little piece of plastic that I got off of a sticker sheet, and I am kind of like coloring in kind of like a rough area of what I want to fill in with different colors. So there I use a little bit of green, a little bit of yellow, and then mostly orange. And then I'm just like splattering a tiny little bit of water onto the sheet, and then I'm just kind of doing like a watercolor effect. And there you saw that I had a little too much water at the bottom, so I just soaked it up with a paper towel, and it worked perfectly. So I really liked this technique. It kind of made the pages a little messy, a little splattery, but I really liked how it looked. It looked really cool. So for the bark of the tree, I'm going to do the same technique. Obviously, I'm going to use a brown color instead of the oranges. So this little pen came in a set, and I got it off of Amazon, and I will link it below. I really love these pens. They are so fine and really nice to write with. So I'm just using that because that's the color brown I had. So I'm going to do the same technique with the bark and kind of like splatter it and then paint it on, and then like soak up any extra water with a paper towel. So I started going in and outlining with that same smaller pen, but it was just too thin and I wanted it to be a little bit thicker, so I did have to end up using a like charcoal kind of color, like a super dark gray, because I didn't have a brown in the Tombow dual pens. But for everything else, I did outline it with the brown, and for the rest of the calendar and like my weekly spreads, I did use the brown because I kind of wanted to bring that in since it's fall and it's getting nice and chilly and the leaves are falling. So I kind of wanted to bring all of that into this October spread. So I outlined the tree bark, like the trunk of the tree, and then I went in and added a bunch of little lines to kind of make it look a little bit more realistic, so it's not just like a blob of like watercolor. And then I'm also going to be just outlining a little bit of the tree itself. As always, I like to kind of sketch everything out with a pencil because then I make sure that everything's nice and perfect and straight, and I have everything where I want it. So then I'm just going to go in with the brown pen, and I'm going to start tracing everything, making it perfect. So I like to use a ruler, make sure I have super straight lines. Obviously, you don't have to use a ruler for your bullet journal, but my lines are really crooked if I don't. So I like to go in and make my lines nice and straight. And again, I think I just said it already, but I am using the brown marker. So over on the left, I'm making 2 sections where I'm going to have goals, and then the other one is things that I need to remember for next month. And I like having this so I could just really quickly put bullets down and kind of have everything condensed and nice and solid for the whole month. So then I'm going to outline these cute little leaves that I drew in previously. And to get the idea for the leaves, I just looked online. I think I found these on Pinterest, but you could just like find it on Pinterest. You could put leaf designs or whatever kind of designs you want and kind of freehand it. I did freehand these, and then I just went over and traced it with my marker. So then for my actual weekly spreads, I'm keeping it super simple. I've realized that when I try to make my bullet journal more and have lots of different pages and lots of different setups, I don't really tend to use it. So I'm making it super simple, just having all of my days on each page, and I like to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday on the left, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on the right. So I like to start my bullet journal off on Monday because that's like where my week starts, and usually like Sundays for me feel like the end of the week. So that's what I did. I just went in and traced all of the numbers and the days of the week, and now I'm going in and just erasing all of my like pencil marks. And here I forgot to put the little stem in the leaf, so I'm just making sure to erase everything, and then I'm going to go back in and add that stem to the center of that leaf. So I wanted to add a little bit more color into these next few pages, so I'm just going to outline the inside of the leaves with my dual brush pens, just to give it a little color. I didn't want to fill it in the whole way. I don't like to like oversaturate my pages with markers because they tend to like rip the pages up a little bit. So I try to go over it just one time, and so that it doesn't like bleed on to the other side. So then I'm just writing the word October on the top and kind of thickening the vertical lines up a little bit. And then I'm going to go in and erase all of the pencil marks for the weeks. Like I said, I like to go in before everything with pencil. I'm just a little bit crazy like that, but you obviously don't have to if you don't want to. So my weekly spreads were looking a little bit bare, so I decided to go in and kind of divide them up. So for the left I did 2 lines, and then for the right I had to do 3 because obviously there were more days. But I just went one bullet above the next word, so there is a little bit of a space between the line and the number. And I really liked how this looked. It'll keep me kind of like in the line, so to speak. And then I do go in and create a vertical line that divides that rectangle into squares. And what I'm going to be doing with that is dividing it to like personal and YouTube. So I'll have on the left like personal things I have to remember, things I have to do, stuff like that. And then on the right I will have my YouTube to-do list basically. So things I have to film, things I have to edit and post and all that. So I think that's going to keep me the most organized, and I think it's going to work really, really well. I really enjoy taking lots of notes, so I decided for the next couple of pages to do kind of like a big area to put notes in. So this first page is just video ideas, and I'm using my orange marker to kind of put a little bit of a design on it. So this next page is my holiday shopping list. Since December is literally right around the corner, I want to start kind of filling out what I'm going to get for everyone and kind of planning things out. And then for the last page I'm doing a mind spill, so I can just write notes and write whatever like I just want to get off my mind. So that is it as far as like decorating and planning goes. so I'm just filling in a couple of things that I know are happening and on what days. So I have a birthday party and makeup and hair to do on for that same day, and then I'm just going in because it was kind of like really like boring. So I'm kind of going in and just highlighting with the orange marker the days of the week, and then I'm just gonna pop into the calendar the birthday and then some goals that I want to accomplish this month. And I don't think I wrote anything for next month, so I'll be filling that in once I get to that. So I'm also filling in our anniversary, which is me and Derek's 6 years of marriage. So I'm popping that in both of the places. And then another little event. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I loved doing this, and I definitely love like decorating my bullet journal. So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did like it, don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!